What is up, you guys? My name is Marcellus, and today I'm going to bring you a Hunter x Hunter episode 98 review. And this is going to be a pretty quick review. Not a lot of stuff happened in this episode, but yeah, in case you didn't know, the time slots will be changing from this is the last episode that will be coming out on a Saturday. The new episodes will be coming out Wednesdays, I believe at around midnight or something like that. I have no idea what time, but I know it will be Wednesday from now on. And that kind of sucks, but we get it earlier in the week, so that's okay. But yeah. So first things first. This episode had a lot of dialogue, very heavy dialogue in this episode. Not a lot of action if that's what you're looking for. But it had a good amount of character reinforcement. It reminded me of why I like these characters. It's always good when I get to see Killua do some assassin-like things. In this episode, we see Killua and Gon, basically making it to the outskirts of the East City Republic, and we see that the selection has already started. And the way the Khmer Ants are doing it is that they're going from city to city, and pretty much since the cities are not allowed to have pretty much any cell phones, the Khmer Ants are taking out city to city, and they're wiping the whole villages out first, and then they're working the way around. If you're looking to understand what's happening, pretty much Gon pretty much sums it up every time he gets confused. Like Gon's not really heavy on dialogue. If he gets a lot in his head, it's like Gon mirrors what's happening in my mind. All this talking is going on, and I'm just overheating. I'm not getting what Killua is saying. But yeah, that's happened. So basically, Gon wraps it up and says, well, they're going to city and village to village and wiping everybody out. And since no cell phones are allowed, they won't know. And since they're not traveling together, they won't know. So that went down. Then we see Gon promise Killua that, if certain things go the way the way Killua predicts it to happen, Killua wants to go and create a ruckus and let the ants know that Killua is there. And while Gon stays hiding. While this is happening, a Khmer Ant, I believe, that camouflages in, that can pretty much hide his presence from Killua. Well, not fully. I don't think he fully hid his presence, because in the episode we see that Killua kind of notices and then breaks off with Gon, and Gon even says that Killua was acting weird. So I think Killua caught on, but he hid his presence from Gon and Killua for a good couple seconds, and he's now he's following Gon to see how strong he is, to see if these guys are really agents and here to hunt down the king. And they really are, but their main target is Neferpito. Those two are supposed to go after Neferpito. And then in this episode we get a quick flash to the other two. We see the chairman's two friends, and then we see fucking Knuckle and his partner, and we see that Knuckle is pretty much resembling Gon in pretty much like every way. He doesn't want to sit around and watch people die, but the other dude says, Knuckle and Shoot basically says, he resembles Killua in a way where he understands the strategy of the element of surprise. He says that we're not supposed to jump in until it's needed, and we have a mission that we're supposed to be taking care of. So that's pretty much all that happens in this episode. Again, it's very heavy on dialogue. At the end of the episode, we see Gon pretty much take down one Chimera Ant. And I like the fact that he's getting a lot stronger. You can tell, because earlier in the series, he would only win fights when he got really desperate and when something that he loved was at risk. And now he's just taking down Chimera Ants. And I like the power of the snake Chimera Ant that he fought. It was strategic. And even when he was walking away, it showed some not Killua, Gon's senses from when he was a child. He knew about nature and he knows about animals. That's one thing that has been heavily implied in the series, that Gon knows about animals. And so he ties the snake up to the tree and says, if it is true, if he has a snake genius, he can survive 10 days without eating. And so he doesn't kill the Chimera Ant, basically. And then towards the end of the episode, the dude is still trailing Gon. The Khmer Ant is still trailing Gon. And Gon gets confronted by an owl and a bat Khmer Ant. And they're using the darkness for their shield, basically. So, yeah, that's all that happens in this episode. I thought the episode was good. Nothing, again, not action heavy. It was very heavy on dialogue in the beginning and the middle. I like the plan that Killua is sprouting out. I always like when we get to see Killua use his assassin instincts, where he was creeping into the city. I like that scene, and then when he splits off a Gon and notices that somebody is trailing him, I really do like that. So yeah, I'm glad to see the selection started. I'm wondering if more Chimera Ants will come back to the Kings like the three did in the very beginning of the show. Not the show, but you know, today's episode. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment down below what you thought about Hunter x Hunter episode 98. I'm sorry I've been off my Hunter x Hunter game lately. It's just school's been so consuming of my time. But yeah, other than that, I'll be doing it from now on every Wednesday. Probably I'll be doing it on Thursday because I got to get up for school in the morning. But yeah, comment down below what you thought about 98. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And do not forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys later.